So what do you do when you have an image that's way too big to fit on your scanner? I'll open this up momentarily and make it small so we can see it, but basically you can see it's a older photo, whole bunch of kids at a school, and it's just way too big to fit in our scanner. So what we ended up doing was we scanned the two sides of the image, deliberately making sure to include lots and lots of overlap. So let's close the file browser for a moment. You can see here, if I line this up, that the same girls appear in both images, and that's going to be crucial for this to work. So first of all, let's look at the manual way to do this. For those who either don't have Photoshop CS or just like to do things the manual way and know how to do this, there may be times it's important to know actually, because sometimes the automatic way doesn't work. So all I've done so far is just dragged the right side image onto the left side. So you can see here where the little overlap is. Let's bring in our layers palette so we can see what's happening. Make it nice and small. So a couple of different approaches to take for this. The first one would be to lower the opacity to about 50% or so of the layer that's overlapping. And as you start to move it close and then switch to the arrow key. So I still have the move tool selected, but now I'm using the arrow key, and you'll see at a certain point, like right there, it loses kind of that out of focus overlap look, which suggests to us that it's pretty much lined up. So then we would just go back to our layers palette and put the opacity back to 100%. So that's one possibility. Another possibility, which sometimes works even better, is to change the blend mode of the top layer, the overlapping layer, to difference. And what that'll do is get you this weird kind of overlapping thing. And once again, we start to move it close, and once we get it fairly close, then we start nudging. And what should happen is, if you are able to line it up exactly, the image will turn, the overlap will turn to almost solid black. Now the chances are you'll still see, like in this case, little bits of gray outlines here and there, and that's probably because when it was scanned it was a little bit off in terms of them both being exactly perfectly straight. But usually you can get very, very close to the point where it looks pretty darn good. Something like, let's just put it back where we were before, and then just change the mode back to normal. And then the last step, because remember we've got extra people over here we can't see, is just go to the image menu and choose reveal all, and that will make the canvas size as big as it needs to be for us to see the entire image, and then we would just have to flatten it and crop. And that's the manual way. Now, previous to doing that, I would probably try this. I've got the world's smallest file browser set up here so we can see this, and basically just select in the file browser the left and the right side and then choose photo merge. Now it's going to make everything way too big to fit on our filming area, but I'll just wait until it's finished and try and make the photo merge dialog box as small as I can, which probably still won't fit, but at least it'll be close. So you can see that it basically, because we had that healthy overlap, it's basically done all the work for us. We just simply click OK, and it does its thing, and there we have the final version already flattened, ready to go. Pretty simple. Couple of ways to deal with images that are too big to fit in one scan. Hey, this is Dave Cross. I hope you enjoyed that movie. You must enjoy this movie. You must enjoy this movie. You must enjoy this movie.